Game number 2 will be on circuit breakers. Circuit breakers are spawning location at the bottom right, snow. And spawning location at the bottom left, sharp. So this spawning location is very kind of a uncomfortable spawning location for both players, because usually you want to take your third expansion at this mineral expansion right here. But because both players are very close to each other, they can always attack their third base each other very easily. And for the Terran has to take his fourth base for the third gas expansion, either at the 6 o'clock or at the 9 o'clock. But to take the 9 o'clock expansion, Terran has to have a lot of army to move out. So it's kind of a good location for the Protoss. So we'll have to see how Snow will play on this map at this mountain location. He built his pylon at his main base, so no proxy gateways for this game. And he's even built a gateway, so this is not going to be a natural fast expansion. And Sharp is actually building a barracks in his natural, so it's going to be a barracks expansion, most likely. Still not starting his refinery. If he starts his refinery at this 12 supply 12, it's going to be a factory play, but no refinery yet, and no scouting, so there will be no gas deals. Sharp sending out a 13 scout, very early scout, and let's see where it's going to head to. If it heads to the upwards of the map, it's going to be a last scout on the Protoss base, but it's actually heading downwards on the map, so it will spot Snow's base as soon as possible. And if this scouting SCV spots the Protoss base as soon as possible, Sharp doesn't have to make Marines, because he knows what units are coming out from this gateway. So it's going to be a very good game for Sharp. Sharp starting his 15 command center. And the game is already looking pretty good for Sharp, because he has started his 15 command center and he has scouted the Protoss main base at the first. He spots that the range upgrade hasn't started yet, so he knows that the Dragoon production has started very soon. And range upgrade is starting now. So he knows that it's a Dragoon into a range upgrade. There's an SCV here. I don't know what this SCV is doing. I'm pretty sure you can always make a bunker, build a bunker with this SCV that finished the supply depot. I think it was a rally mistake. Sharp is just gonna let this worker mine his natural. And he actually built an eBay here to kind of delay the Nexus as much as possible. But Snow's not gonna care about this eBay. He is just gonna leave this Dragoon and go attack the Terran's base. And I like it. I like this because if he was just hitting the eBay with this Dragoon, the Terran would not build this bunker. So Snow is just trying to force that bunker. Trying to harass the Terran with the single Dragoon. Because a single Dragoon can easily take on 2 Marines, he was trying to take out a single Marine, but the bunker was finished on a good time. And this Dragoon actually lost all of his shield and some health. Killing a single Marine. Lost even more health, and this is not actually good for Snow, because when the siege tank comes out, it can always kill this Dragoon. This SCV is actually doing something here, very sneaky SCV. Ooh, he's actually gonna start a factory, and he's gonna lift this factory and land it here to make a sneaky vulture. We'll have to see if this vulture is, if Sharp is actually gonna do a speed vulture, or if he's gonna do the siege mode research. But if Sharp actually goes for that speed research, these Dragoons will be able to damage this bunker like forever. So I think the siege mode research is better, to be honest, at this situation, because there are already a lot of Dragoons out. 4 Dragoons on the way. Snow's Nexus still not finished, when Sharp is already mining his natural. Sharp has actually mined like 100 minerals already. 4 Dragoons hitting the bunker. And let's see what research Sharp is doing. Oh, he's actually doing the speed research. So, because Sharp has done the speed research, these Dragoons will be able to hit this bunker for a lot of time. And this scouting SCV is actually really important for Sharp, because if Sharp sees this robotics facility, he doesn't really have to think about any Dark Templars, so he doesn't need to start an eBay or an academy. Tank out now. Oh, and does Snow actually get this tank? Oh my god, this is so bad for Terran, because Sharp is actually doing the speed research with his vultures. So losing a tank means that he has to repair this bunker for even more time. And usually the siege mode research actually finishes at 6-minute mark, but it's still not finished, so Snow will kind of suspect that there is something fishy going on. So he needs to leave a single Dragoon on his natural to kind of block the way for any sneaky vultures. And Sharp is actually waiting for 3 vultures, even though his speed research got finished. But yeah, he's gonna leave now. There is a tank out here. And does he lose another tank here? Oh my god, he loses another tank. And these Dragoons get inside. But 3 vultures out now. Oh, and Snow was actually not placing these 2 Dragoons on his natural correctly, so these 2 vultures actually get in and kill some probes. I think these 2 vultures actually killed 4 probes now, 5 probes. This vulture actually can kill another probe, but I think there's something going on in Sharp's base, so he wasn't able to focus his micro on vultures. Another vulture on the way. Snow actually did a good job blocking this natural. Killed another probe. This Dragoon is actually killing a lot. Some SCVs. A single SCV, 2 SCV, 3 SCVs. These SCVs are not even working now. So both players are really out of their mind and they have to do a lot of stuff. But still, I think Snow is looking good on the game. I'd love to see his pro production start as soon as possible. Okay. But the worker count, Sharp is leading. But Sharp did lose a lot of siege tanks early on. Not a lot, but losing 2 of your siege tanks early on in the game is very bad, because you're only staying on 2 factories, a single factory with a single add-on. So losing siege tanks early means that your 3rd expansion will be very delayed. As you can see, Snow is already mining his 3rd base, but Sharp with this 3rd command center, it's only half away. +1 just got started. No comms at station, so Sharp doesn't really know what Snow is doing at all. If Snow actually went for that Weaver, I think Sharp would have literally nothing to hold off this Weaver. But luckily, Snow went for that Observer technique. We'll have to see what's going to happen here, because Snow is actually going to attack with this Shuttle Zealot and Dragoons. And because Sharp has lost 2 of the siege tanks, he is kind of running low on siege tanks. And he only has 3 siege tanks. 7 Dragoons, 4 Zealots. I think this is going to be a good fight for Snow now. He's pulling all of his Dragoons to force attack the siege tanks. Killed 3 siege tanks. I think Sharp can take this bunker with nice repair. So Snow has done some damage. This killed 3 siege tanks, lost 4 Zealots, and destroyed lost 4 Zealots, 3 Dragoons, killed a missile turret. And the thing is, Sharp has finished his third command center, but because he has lost a lot of siege tanks, he's not able to land this third command center. So while this is going on, Snow can always reproduce more Zealots to do a second attack because his shadow is alive. And while this is going on, Snow can also take a fourth base. He's getting ready to take that fourth base. Citadel of Adun on the way. His tech tree is definitely a bit late. So Snow, I think Snow has to do some more damage because his tech tree is so late. +1 almost about to get finished, but Sharp is not interested in going for that 2-1 upgrade. He's because he is not adding that additional starport, but instead he has added more factories. So 7 factories in total. 8 factories. Some dragoons here, harassing Sharp again. Landing Zealots in a very nice position. He's gonna force attack some more of these tanks. Just tank it one shot away. He's gonna finish that with his 11. Still, Snow has lost a lot of dragoons here. Is he gonna finish that tank? Okay, so this actually does look like a very good trade for Snow because he has killed all of the siege tanks. So Sharp doesn't have any siege tanks now. Some more dragoons harassing. These dragoons are very low on health, so I think Sharp can finish off these dragoons with the vultures. Ooh, that Spider-Man damage did a lot of damage to both of the dragoons. Alright, so now, looking at the game, Snow has started his Zealot speed upgrade, and he's going for that Templar tech tree, but he didn't start that Stargate, so I think Snow is going to use High Templars this game, because he didn't start that Stargate. What happened to his workers on his main base? I think Snow sent too many workers. Okay, Snow... Oh, there's a Stargate here, never mind. Something going on here. I think Snow should start attacking with only dragoons. Snow is actually losing a lot of dragoons this game, for no reason. I mean, early on, Snow did trade off his dragoons with siege tanks, but this trade here and that 3 dragoon trade didn't look so well for Snow. Didn't look so good for Snow because Snow should stop losing dragoons and just kind of gather up his gateway units. He needs to gather more dragoons and start making zealots to hold off this 8 factory attack, timing attack. And Sharp, still not starting that starport. I guess he's not interested on starting that 2-1 upgrade. Snow moved out to kind of kill this siege tank, but he has actually lost 3 more dragoons now. So early on in the game, it did look like a good trade for Snow, but mid-game, Snow has lost a lot of dragoons, and the trade didn't look so well now. The trade didn't look so good for Snow. So now, Sharp is feeling confident, and he's moving out with his vultures and siege tanks. I wonder if he's gonna commit with this attack. I think he is ready to commit the attack because he has actually got all of his siege tanks. There are no siege tanks defending his third. Snow does have a lot of workers. Supply looks pretty good, but the thing is, Terran supply is also the same as Protoss. Snow only has a single group of Zealots. Nice micro by Snow. He needs to extend all of his Zealots right as soon as possible. Okay, Snow took a lot. Snow did lose some dragoons, but he did take down a lot of vultures. But the thing is, Sharp already has what, like 9 factories, so he can always reproduce more vultures, and he is sending his vultures right away. The thing is, if Sharp can place his spider mines here, the reinforcements will get damaged. I love how Sharp is just kind of trapping Snow's army, and Snow's first Artgyr just got destroyed as soon as it popped out, so there will be no stasis field or recalls, and Snow has actually lost all of his dragoons protecting his 4th base, so now Sharp is just going to advance his T-Stage to destroy this 4th base. And there is a 5th base here, but there are only 2 fallen cannons, so this base is very vulnerable. Let's see if Snow can actually hold off this attack here. Snow does have some dragoons and zealots, and he does have a lot of gateways, but he definitely needs the help of an arbiter, the help of his stasis field. But because he lost that first arbiter, he doesn't have any units, but only dragoons and zealots, and only dragoons and zealots are too weak against this +1/1 vulture Goliath tank. So Snow does lose his 4th base and all of his probes here. While this is happening, Sharp is hurting Snow's 5th base. So now it's a 3-base mining Protoss against a 3-base mining Terran. And Sharp is even getting ready to start his 4th command center here. Sharp does have a lot of resources unspent. Needs to reproduce a lot of more units on his factory. He just did. And now Snow is gonna do a final blow. And he even loses a single observer and a shuttle. So there's nothing to see these spider mines. And this final blow is going to do nothing. And Snow knows that, so he taps out. It's GG.